Well, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be the first video I'm going to make on the new Fanatec CSL DD wheel. I've picked it up just a few days ago. I've done some races on it already, but haven't actually made any content with it. But this is going to be a first. I'm super excited. I've already, like I said, I tried it out already, and it just feels amazing. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the driving.
So here we are in the Ferrari 599XX. We've got 2 laps of the Circuit de la Sarthe. Out of 56 cars, we're going to be starting 32nd on the new Fanatec Wheel, and it's lights out and away we go. And there are some cars with a poor start already. We're going to jump off a few places, and all we got to do in this race is basically just survive, because we have so many cars in the session. It's going to be quite a packed field. But down into turn 1, we're going to get on the brakes. 4th gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, and I've already hit the Ferrari in front because he's not moving. We're going to go around the outside because he's going that bloody slowly. And we need to get on the power if I want to actually catch this guy. No, he's going to get away from us. Coming out of turn 2, but dropping down the hill. 3rd gear on the brakes. Round the left-hander, cars are going to go off the circuit, like right there. That might give us a good run. We've got a yellow flag in front, somebody's had an off. We're going down to 3rd, and these two are going to go side by side. We're going to try and get a better exit than them, and we're going to get them down at the first part of the Mulsanne straight, up to 6th gear, which I believe is the maximum gear. We're going to have a car come past. That's another FXXK. LaFerrari, so we're going to tuck him behind the Zonda instead. He's on the racing line, and these cars are having problems. I had a better top speed than them briefly. Down the straight into 2nd gear for the first chicane on the Mulsanne straight. There's a space there for us to go up the inside of, and we're going to get past. That is us up into 27th place in this race, so roughly about, I would say, the halfway mark in this grid. Up to 6th gear. We've got cold tyres all around, and we are one of the slowest cars on the straight. We're just not getting anywhere at all. Up to 320 kilometers an hour. We're going to get on the brakes just about now, just playing it safe. Down to 3rd gear. 2nd gear, crossing the white line and using that curb. Now, we did get a better exit than the cars in front, but we're not going to catch them at all. Up to 5th gear, and that sun is quite blinding as we head down the final part of the Mulsanne straight, otherwise known as the Mulsanne Kink. There goes another one of the McLaren P1 GTR cars, and we're going to get to this really deceptive corner, down to 2nd gear, and the braking distance for this Ferrari is enormously long. Out of there we go. 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, and the tyres still aren't coming up to temperature, but this wheel is feeling immensely good already. Absolutely loving it. I've done a few races before this, and it just feels amazing. It's one of these things which you go, like, why didn't I buy this sooner? But down into this next section, this was one of the bits I struggle to get right whenever I drive this circuit, but we've got it relatively okay there. Big oversteer coming out. We just managed to save it. Down to 2nd gear, and through we go. That Zonda had a bad run through the corner. We're going to get a better exit coming out. Up to 4th gear. He's just going to pull away from us though with a straight line speed. He's still there. There he is, and he's going to pull away from us slightly. We're going to tuck back into the slipstream briefly, and then he's just going to brake check us. Completely brake checked me. I was going to brake later. He broke so early there. We're going to go back around his outside, but we're lucky to still be in this race. I'm going to give him the squeeze because it was rude of what he did to brake check me there, and we're going to go around his outside. We've made that move. That was very nice. And then the left-hander still staying in 4th gear, up to 28th, so not doing too badly at the moment. 5th gear, 6th gear, and then getting on the brakes very early for these final 2 chicanes. Honestly, one of the coolest parts of racetrack in the world is these 2 last chicanes. I really like them. But through we go, and that was a nice run through that section of track. 28th place on the final lap. So 2 of 2 laps we're on now into turn 1. Stay closer to the inside. I clip the grass there. That's not going to do us any good. And then we are going to use second gear just to get the most amount of revs out of the car, getting that better exit. And then dropping down the hill. Third gear, and these cars are going quite slowly through this first sector. We might be able to gain a position or 2 on them. We're going to do our best under the purple banner. Third gear, they're going to go side by side, and they're both going to get bad exits. This is now our opportunity to get past. There's a tiny space on the right hand side here. We're going to take that opportunity. Round the outside, they're just going to pull away from us slightly down the straight. That is going to happen yet, but the tyres are now up to temperature as well. We're actually going to get back past as we get to the chicane. Braking about now. They're going to get braver. But we're going to be braver in the corner. Round we go. Oh, and there was a little bit of contact there. I think I got hit from behind. I've made contact with that Zonda. We're going to gain the position. I didn't realise I was going to hit him that badly. But we have gained the place. We're up to 26 now in this race. Down the Mulsanne Straight, the middle part of the Mulsanne Straight, but the tyres are cold again. We have a yellow flag in front, which keeps flickering on and off. We're going to brake at the 200 metre. I just got a weird jolt of the force feedback then. I must have hit a curb or the side of the road or something. But that was really nice through there. And out of the second chicane we go. Not long to go in this race now. And the sun is starting to set slightly. It's going behind a cloud, so we're going to get a little bit more visibility through the Mulsanne Kink. Rising over the crest. We're going to get on the brakes now. Hard on the brakes. I'm going to lock up. It's quite easy to lock up in this car. Into the right-hander. Very nice apex there. I nearly lost it. That was sketchy. We're going to get away again, but these guys are going to catch us up. If we look at the track map on the left-hand side, they're catching us very slightly. Round we go. We've got that red proximity arrow. Someone's going to come past us in a second, by the looks of it, under the Toyota Hybrid banner. Staying to the left-hand side through Indianapolis, I believe that corner is called. We're going to get on the brakes early, clipping that apex. And then we're going to go wide. We got too deep on the brakes. I didn't brake enough. I'm just going to get completely rammed off the circuit by that Zonda. And then I'm going to get brake checked by that McLaren, which means I'm then going to be rude and force him off. It's getting dicey in the final part of this race. I did just get completely bullied out of the way there by the Zonda. And we're going to get overtaken by one of the other Ferraris down towards the final twisty section. This is a really nice piece of track. This is a car on the outside with more straight line speed. We have better cornering, so we're going to use that to our advantage in this final sector. So getting on that curb, trying not to clip the grass, flinging to the outside, back on the curb, and then taking an inside line, maybe a bit too inside. And look at how much we've caught these people up. Oh, I'm going to go very wide through there. Pushing a little bit too hard. That Ferrari's going to get a bad run. He was all out of shape on the wrong racing line. But down to third gear. It doesn't look like I'm going to catch him unless I do a desperate lunge up the inside. No, I'm just going to ram him. That works as well. We're up to 29th place. And I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it in the final corner. And that's going to be us dropping down quite far. I got instant karma there. And to the line, it's going to be 40th place. Ah, God. And that has been this race, everybody.